everyone, it's me, Spring, the fiber enthusiast, and welcome to the channel. Hopefully everyone has had a wonderful week this past week. I know that mine has been interesting, but that's okay. Isn't life interesting? All right, so I have a few things that I've been working on and got going in the midst of things here, and we'll get into that in just a second. So I want to welcome each and every one of you and thank you for joining the channel memberships and being a part of this channel. I hope that you have enjoyed the couple of giveaways that I've recently had, and I look forward to doing more of those. This channel is all about Yarny type goodness. So from processing fiber, dyeing fiber, spinning it into yarn, using it into knitting, crocheting, Tunisian crochet, weaving, Addy, all kinds of different things, plus needle tatting, just a whole array of things. So you can find, generally speaking, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday are pattern or stitch tutorials. So either my patterns or stitch tutorials. Or you can have the random thing that comes out. It's not really random for this channel, but it might be random for you. If you are not a person who spins yarn, it won't be for you unless you're interested in watching to see more about it. I have a video coming out this coming week that is based on tension and understanding how to find those sweet spots on your spinning wheel. And I give the example on the electric nano spinning wheel, but it also works with any spinning wheel and using different tension and how to create uptake and how much is too much and how to kind of figure that out. And that happens on regular standard manual spinning wheels as well as electric. So it just takes time and practice, but I can give you an idea as to how to get started doing that and finding what works best for you, and your wheel may be different than someone else. But by using the basic steps that I give you, you can figure it out as far as your personal wheel. So that is a video that is coming out this next week. I hope that those of you that were inspired to start spinning and have started spinning but still feel uncomfortable or not quite sure how to adjust your tension, or maybe you're just interested. I hope that you find the video of interest. Please comment on those videos and let me know what you thought when you watch it. And if you have any questions, by all means, please feel free to ask. I will do my best to answer. So that is one of the tutorials that will be coming up this coming week. So know that it might be a pattern that I've designed. It might be a stitch tutorial. It might be something related to spinning. It might be, who knows what, something craft related, generally speaking. Also on Thursday night, we have a live spin and chat. I sit and spin yarn and we chit chat. Sometimes I spin all the way through and fill a bobbin, and sometimes I do more chit chatting than I spin. So it all kind of depends on what's going on and how things are moving throughout the live. And then Sunday you have this. Other things that may come up on the off days. So Friday and Saturday are not days that I normally schedule anything. Those are the days that things may happen, like a members only live or a members only video, or it may be, who knows, it could be anything. It could be just a random unboxing, that type of stuff. So there's a lot to be found here. All of my videos are put into playlists. Just go through the playlist and see if you find what you're looking for. If you can't, I can guarantee you, you can go to the all playlist and it's there, because every video I've ever made is in that list. So let's go ahead and get started. Sunday podcast is what I've been up to over the course of the last week. Maybe a recap of what's happened or what's coming up, those type of things. So first I want to show you the sweater that I've been working on for my friend Rachel. I have now completed one whole sleeve. And I'm still attached because, well, I'm not really attached, but I'm not actually, the end isn't sewn in yet. And I did this on purpose because I want to make sure that the lengths of every part of it fit. So I finished all the way to the bottom, but again, I'm still attached to the ball of yarn because I want to make sure that it's long enough. And now I have started to pick up for the second sleeve. So it's a basic raglan style sweatshirt, and it's done in a yarn that she bought for me, which is Red Heart Favorite Stripes. She had picked this up at her Walmart a while back, and I finally figured out what I was going to do with it. I was going to make her a sweater. So that's what I've been working on a lot. My main focus was on that and has been for a couple of weeks now. Another thing that is coming out next week is, now it's a longer video, but it is knitted towel topper with a pattern in the center there. So here's the back of it, and then that's the front. Now I have completed 2 of them, and these will be going to my grandmother. They are, it's kind of funny because she loves otters and has collected otters forever, and she turns 91 this year, and so she wanted something small and for her kitchen in her new home. So I found this little cute otter. You really ought to do the dishes. And decided to do some towel toppers. Now these won't be, you know, used for, you know, everyday roughhousing with them and scrubbing counters and stuff. But they will be just more decorative in her home. And it'll be something that she likes. And with doing so, I figured I would make her a couple of just basic dish scrubbies. I know that this yarn, I use 100% cotton mixed with the scrubby yarn, and they are great. I use them actually on my nonstick pans, my Pioneer Woman pans. So I know that they don't scratch up my pans. So with that being said, I made them in the colors of her home, and that's teals and beige, which luckily I'm the same way, so I had them colors already on hand. So those were a couple of things that I made for my grandmother. Those will get shipped out with some other stuff that I have for her to package up. She's actually going to be getting one of the hats that I designed a while back. So she's gonna get that, as well as some other hot pads, and I'm sending her a doily that I made quite some time ago. I pattern tested for a doily designer from Australia, and she had the most intricate and beautiful 3D looking patterns. So my grandmother will get this one. There's a lot of texture to this doily. There's a lot of single crochet front post and back post, and lots and lots of beautiful detail in the work of this woman's doilies. I mean, they're just absolutely stunning. So I'm going to send my grandmother one of these as well. I have several that I've tested in the past, and I usually would do 2 of each one. So that one will go to her. In fact, I think Miss Rose from Rose Likes Crochet has that same one, only in a lavendery purple that I sent her. I think it was last year, but I believe it was the same pattern as that one. So I know my grandmother will enjoy it. She just asked for something from me that I made, which was a complete shock because she's never done that before. So I'm excited. Now, another thing, and on the doily note, I'll show you another one since I have it sitting here. This was another one that I tested for the woman, the designer. Now, the designer has shut her Ravelry and all of that down, so the patterns are no longer available for purchase, but that's why I can kind of just show them to you and say I'm sorry. But that particular one, I love it. So unfortunately, I cannot link you to those doily patterns. They are no longer available. But what is available? A new pattern I have coming out. All right. Next week, starting for Monday, is a new shawl. And the shawl's name is You're the Inspiration. That, of course, comes from an 80s song, and that's kind of where I'm at mentally still, is in the 80s music era. So, but I did it because you all are my inspiration. Each and every one of you inspire me every day to continue to create and think of new things to create for you. So this is You're the Inspiration shawl. Now, it's not too complicated. It's very basic, except for the edging. The edging is a little bit more fun, but it is definitely not difficult to do the edging at all. So that tutorial will be coming out on Monday, and it is crocheted. So all my crocheters out there, this is a very lightweight using a number 2 yarn. If you do this in a heavier yarn, you're going to want to use a larger hook to make it more drape. Otherwise, it's not going to be very drapey. It's not going to be very forgiving in a heavier yarn, but it works up fairly fast. So, and it's worn like that. So, like this. Y'all know I like my bandana style, kerchief style shawls. So that is how it is worked, and I hope that you enjoy it. And if you do make any of my patterns, that one or any of the others, I would love to see them. You can share them in the Facebook group. You can send them to me in an email. You can tag me on Instagram. If you would like to share your projects in the Sunday slideshow, please, by all means, share your information. Tell me a little bit about the pattern, what kind of yarn you used, you know, what the name of the pattern is, and we'll get and your YouTube name, so that way I can tag you properly, and put that information into the slideshow with your picture. And again, on Fridays, I put out a post for pictures for the Sunday slideshow. Now, this week I did not. I actually went in and removed that post immediately, as quick as I could, because I knew that people were going to be doing more with their families and less with fiber arts, for the most part. So there is a couple of pictures. I will add them in and their information into the slideshow. But that is it for me. Again, I want to thank each and every one of the members that have joined. We will, as soon as we can, get started doing more for members only. So thank you, each and every one of you. Be blessed, be a blessing, and until next time, bye for now.